Welcome to episode 14. I thought for episode 14, we'll take a look back down memory lane at the journey so far. What's worked, what hasn't worked, what I've learned. Let's get into it. So, I'm going to go through one or maybe two dot points for each of the episodes that I've gone through. Episodes 1 through to 13. Just some of the main takeaways. So, episode 1, the value proposition, I got the message across, but probably lacked a little in the professionalism. I guess everyone's got to start somewhere, and it was a good starting point, but just an opportunity to build from that. Episode 2, Sacramento. So that was the first time out in the road, first time using the GoPro outdoors and just learning a little about the camera. That was the point of it. Learning about the aspect ratio, when to film, when not to film. I mean, that's still a learning process, but I think I started to make a bit of headway in that episode. Episode 3, why I don't drink alcohol. I think that one dragged on a little too long. Maybe episode 2 dragged on a little too long as well. Just cutting down the length of time. It's hard to keep the viewer engaged. Episode 3, just too many dot points. Too many, should have cut that down. Core messaging, just built off the core messaging. I'll do that for further videos of that nature. And that was a lesson learned. Episode 4. Now that was a quick rush one. That was the breakfast episode, and that was still learning how to use the camera. And unfortunately, when I film with this GoPro, the final aspect ratio that goes into YouTube is not the same on my GoPro. Maybe there is a setting that I've got to look into to adjust it, but that was the reason why my forehead was cut off in that video. Not great, but I think the video kind of got the message across, just how expensive it is to live in the US, especially in California. Episode 5, Silicon Valley. So the thing with these type of episodes, I don't set the itinerary. I don't have much flex in what I can and can't do. So the videos are basically shaped through what I'm able to do, and it's just a matter of trying to build a narrative. Engage the viewers, and then build that story that they want to engage with and try and hold the viewers. Now, I've got a lot of room for improvement. It is hard to maintain viewers, and that's one thing that I've learned so far, that trying to keep an engaged viewer. I think those who know me personally are more likely to engage with the videos for longer than those who don't. So it's showing that personality, getting that buy-in, and then getting the viewer to just watch a video. Because everyone does it. The people that you engage with on TV, they mightn't create the best episode, but you'll watch it because you'll watch it for them. So with these style of adventure videos, I'm still working on that space, but I think over time, I can form that audience and we'll get the numbers up. We'll come to the numbers later and I'll show you the data. And yeah. So, episode 6, 7. We'll go to 7. So, the Christmas special. That one was kind of planned in some aspects, but it was just go with the flow. And that's the thing you've got to learn when you're doing this style of video. You can't plan everything. You've just got to sometimes even make a storyline. When you've done some filming, just expand on it and get it to work. Episodes 8 through to 10, the Aussie Aaron Returns Downunder, those, they weren't my original ideas. All my original ideas required other people to partake, other family members. They weren't interested, so I had to overcome and adapt. And through that, essentially, episode 8, I tried filming at the airport, and for me, that didn't really work. If you see the survival curve of that video, not many people made it through that initial stage, or they even fast forwarded through, which also shows them a survival curve when you have a greater percentage of people watching the video later in the video than an earlier piece means that they've fast forwarded, they've skipped over it. So that lesson's learned. I don't know if I'll try that again because that was inconvenient on my behalf to have to do that. And the viewers, even though they're limited in number, didn't really appreciate it. So I mightn't try that in future. Some of the other aspects of the videos down under, they were essentially just made them up on the spot, or had an idea, went down, like when I went down to Duncan Street, had a general idea of what I thought I could do, and just let it flow, let that imagination, the creativity flow when I got down there. So all in all, a lot of those clips that I took from those videos have been quite successful. It is a different game, the old shorts, which is one thing that I've learned, that there isn't a great conversion from shorts to the longer form. I think that will come in time, not to any great degree in terms of what exists for me at this stage, but it is one avenue to get the channel out there, and I definitely will be doing more shorts in the future. They're a lot easier to do. They're put in front of a lot more viewers, and that exposure eventually will get the people to subscribe. I think that's the number one thing that's probably surprised me the most. The fact it is free to subscribe. It literally costs you nothing. And the downside is that you may see one of my videos pop up once a week and you don't even have to click on it. Just how difficult it has been to get subscribers. I think getting the views, I knew that was going to be challenging, and that'll be challenging for the next few years, I would imagine. But yeah, getting subscribers, that's probably been a little, I didn't expect to break any records, but it's probably ticked a little slower than I initially anticipated, but that's just something that I've learned. And on to the final series, the Yosemite series. So this is part of what the channel is going to be about. The other part's going to be videos that I do, which take a lot more preparation in terms of preparing for them. So I can't do them at this stage, given my workload. Even getting this video done is cutting into my real job. But yeah, episodes, the Yosemite series, that was a great lead into my trip that I will be taking come summer here to Canada. And I've learned a lot. It is difficult to judge when you're out there when to film, when not to film, how long to film for. I probably underfilmed in some aspects, and it just meant that when I put the text on the screen, it didn't allow me to have enough time. Have enough time for people to read it, see everything. So there was some aspects to some of those videos that really it probably required the viewer to pause it to do both, which wasn't great. But you know, when you don't film it, you don't have the footage. So that is one thing that I've learnt. But yeah, so let's get into the data, and I'll show you what it's like. So let's get into the data. So as you can see here are my 13 episodes. One thing that probably people focus on are the views, but the views are only one aspect, and what really matters is the watch time. So if people don't watch my videos through to the end, that's what really hurts you. And I will go through a few examples. And earlier in this video, I called episode 6, episode 4. Episode 4 is one that, well, it's my first out at hiking, and it's probably one to forget because anyone who's watched that video knows there's no real highlight to it, but just experimenting on the road. So I'll go through one of the early ones. We'll go episode 5 and I'll just show you. So that is just the episode. Got to go to analytics. And there you go. So this video's had 98 views, 4.2 watch hours, and got 1 subscriber out of it. That's just concurrent videos when I premiere it. I do premiere my videos because it just allows me to set. So this is what I call the survival curve, and that just shows the retention throughout the video. So from moment 0, from start of a video to the end of the video. End of the video, 21% of people are making it through. Spikes are caused by people forwarding through the video. So yeah, I mean, that video is what it is. But that one, if I could get people through the first minute and 30 seconds, pretty much held them to the end. So that one, they all have a fairly sudden drop off at the start. It's the problem with this is someone likes your thumbnail, they'll click your video, they'll give it a try. They normally give it 30 odd seconds, and then when they don't like it, they'll click off. So that'll result in that sudden fall off. And we'll go through to one of the struggling videos. I did find that with the series, the first video in the series generally went the best, and as the videos went on, the viewers just didn't come back. So episode 10 was a struggle up, and let's go to the analytics. So 44 views. What also determines the number of views? It's the reach. So the impressions, and this is YouTube effectively putting it through its algorithm and putting it in front of faces, which can be challenging at times, because if it doesn't put it in front of faces, I'm not going to get the views. I don't have many subscribers, so even if all my subscribers watch, I'm not going to get the highest view count. So as you can see here, the impression click-through rate, that's quite high, but given I've had such few impressions, it probably explains why that one is high for me. We'll just go through anything of note here. So generating external views, that's when I send it out sometimes through WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, just trying to get those additional viewers in front of it and trying to get that watch time up, because the watch time, as you can see, this is what really counts, because effectively to get this channel monetized, I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So that's quite a lot. And I've got to get the watch hours in 1 year. So when 365 days tick over, that's going to reset. So I don't expect to get it within the first year. Well, maybe I'll get lucky, but who knows? So I'll go to episode 11 and we'll go to the analytics. And this one's had my most amount of views and most amount of watch time. This one was really put in front of the viewers, and I did have some groups that I could send this to, people I'd been to Yosemite previously, and then through the program that I'm doing, there are others that have done this trip, will do this trip, so I was able to send that to them. This one was also put in front of a lot of faces. 8.8 thousand people had my thumbnail put in front of them, and I got 400 views. So the click-through rate, 3.2, that's not bad for me. And we'll go to engagement. See, the average view time wasn't great because it was put in front of so many viewers. If a person clicks it and then clicks off, that's effectively for every person that watches the entire video, and a person does that, you're going to get half the length of the video, and yeah, that just really culls down. So the average view time doesn't really give you a lot of data. I wish they'd give you the median, give you some other stats like if someone lasts 30 seconds, how long do they watch, which you kind of get from the survival curve. But some other metrics wouldn't be too bad as well. And the audience breakdown, will it give me the breakdown for this? So it gives me on what device people watch it on, watch time from subscribers, non-subscribers, and the geography. I don't know how accurate all of this data is, if people are using VPNs, if people are just logging in through an account that isn't registered, or if I haven't put the data in there. I don't know where they get that data from. But yeah, that's some of the data, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. So there'll be plenty more videos, as I keep saying. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you've made it this far and you're not already a subscriber, click that subscribe button. It would really help me out. And thanks for watching. Catch you later. See you next time.